Happy New Year, everyone. I just want to encourage you as we begin 2016. It's a time of resolutions, and I want to suggest some 2016 ReOILlutions. The first being to make sure, to the extent that you can, I understand the way paychecks align and things like that. Sometimes this isn't possible, but for the most part, to try to have your essential rewards processing date be on or before the 20th. Again, if that's at all possible. The reason being is that gives you some time. It gives you at least a 10-day window to the end of the month to be able to call member services should you have any questions, should any problems arise, should you need to make adjustments, etc. And then it also gives me time to help you. I'm a big proponent of try once. You try calling once. If you don't get the resolution you're looking for, call me. I try once. If I don't get the resolution that we're looking for, I move up to Jane, and then Jane moves up. I don't want anyone spending an inordinate amount of time, effort. I certainly don't want it to lead to any frustration as you alone try to get things done. We have found that with sweet attitudes and grateful hearts, we've been able to get incredible things done for our members. It never hurts to ask, even when sometimes it's a mistake that we've made on our side of things. They've been incredibly generous to help us and to just be so accommodating, and I know many of you have found that to be true, but we need time to have those conversations where we can. So again, if it's at all possible, having your ER on the 29th or the 30th just doesn't leave a lot of wiggle room if something were to go awry. Because once that deadline of the end of the month is up, everything's just kind of frozen for that month. So give yourself and give everyone who'd love to help you a little bit of time to work within the system. Number 2 resolution is to check to be sure that your order processed. That means going into your virtual office, going to my account, and then my order history. And you should be able to see any order that you place, whether it's a points redemption order, an essential rewards order, or a quick order. You should see when it is processed, you'll see an order number, and it'll be blue, and you can click on that blue number and it will take you to the itemized list of the items that you have ordered. Especially for essential rewards, you want to go the first thing the next morning. If you're an early to bed person and you're not up until that midnight hour to make sure it processed well, please check it first thing in the morning. What that will do is let you know if something didn't process. You can give them a call and see why it hadn't processed yet. Oftentimes it's an expired credit card. That's all it is. We forget about those things. And you can update the information and they can push that order through for you. What is also very important, though, is to catch to make sure that your PV level processed as you had it. You guys know this is an agricultural-based business, and things are rotating in and out of stock as supply allows and as supplies wax and wane. So it's really important to go in and check to make sure that your order processed, and then it processed at the PV level that you are wanting. Now, why is that so important? Well, if you are wanting some of the free promotional items that are available for the month, you need to make sure that your order, the PV value, not the dollar value. When you go through checkout, you'll see your dollar amount, and right underneath it will be the PV value. But that PV value has to meet those criteria, depending on what you're trying to achieve. So check that. It is possible that at the last minute, that bottle of mouthwash got kicked off of your order, and it took your order from being over 300 PV to being under 300 PV. Now you'll still qualify for that 250 PV level bonus goodies, but you'll miss out on the 300, and that's usually where the really good stuff is. It's all great stuff, but to miss that can be a heart-sinking kind of feeling. Here's the good news. If you catch it quick enough and you call member services before your box has been sent out, they can often catch it and add a different product to your order to make up the difference and all as well. But here's something even more wonderful that you can do, and that is resolution number 3. Set up your PV assistant now. When you log into your virtual office and you click on Essential Rewards and click on Summary, when you see the little drop-down box that has Summary and Edit My Month's Order, you will see it in that little drop-down box under Essential Rewards. It says PV Assistant, or perhaps it's PV Assist. I haven't paid that close attention. But click on that. What you're able to do is set a threshold level. A threshold level that you're telling the system, I don't ever want my order to fall below this level. You could set it for 50 PV. That is the minimum requirement to stay in good standing with Essential Reward and have your order processed. That may be where you are. It may be 100 PV is your threshold. You don't want it to drop below 100, because at 100 PV is where all commissions and bonuses that you are eligible for kick in at 100 PV or more. So for those of you who are treating this as a business, or even if you're not, you just would like, some commission check to help you pay for your oils, which many of us do, then that 100 PV is very important. I called a member just this past month and said, from what I can see, I have a limited view on my downline viewer, just as you do. If you have a team, you can see your team under you. And if you look at their Essential Rewards box under downline viewer, which is under my organization, you'll see the box, and it has their ER date on the 23rd, the 15th, whatever it is. If you hover your cursor over that box, it will show you right now the value in PV of whatever's sitting in their auto ship. So I saw one of my members had 99 PV, and she's very much interested in growing her team and in trying to create income for herself. And so I texted her and said, honey, throw on a lip balm, do something, because this is the difference between you getting a commission check and you not getting a commission check. Now, bonuses for starting up members new, those, all you have to do is be an active member, 50 PV, fast start bonus, and premium starter kit bonuses. You just need 50 PV. But if you don't have any new members and you are generating commission checks from your downline, which is a wonderful blessing through our company, then you want to make sure that you're at 100 PV. 190 is the next level that I think of, because that is the first promo level that's available to us. So if you're interested in getting at least, and it's always product, it's always oils, you want to make sure you're at 190. And if you're on Essential Rewards, you know you're going to get a bonus item at 190 PV. Then we have the 250 level, and then for just 50 PV more, the 300 level. And as of this month, we now have the 400 PV level. Now, how does PV Assistant work? You set your threshold, and then you go in and you create an inventory of items that you use and love all the time. And what the system will do is, if something gets kicked off because it is out of stock and you drop below your preset level, it will grab something from what you have told them are items that you want to fill in that gap. So you might get, I have peppermint, lemon, lavender, thieves, purification, lavender lotion, Ningxia nitro. I mean, oh my gosh, my list is huge. You just want to make sure that you have enough items there that no matter what gets pulled from it, it's item that you love, that you use, it will be a blessing to you. And that way, you never have to worry about that. But still, always go back the next day and make sure that your order processed. You should see an order there. And finally, the last resolution for 2016, if you're not on ER, why aren't you? It is a 50-point value minimum. That is a budgeted item. And just by doing some transfer buying, transfer over some cleaning things. Peppermint is something I order every single month. My husband uses peppermint probably more than any other oil. Nitro, our Ningxia Red. It is so very easy to set up just a 50-point value. But what does that get you? Well, at 190, it gets you extra product for free. It gets you reduced shipping. It gets you preference on low stock items. Essential Reward members get a preference on those that stock that is available. You have access to different kinds of kits that are a great value that people who are not on Essential Rewarders don't have access to. And most importantly, you get points back. I saw an ad for a credit card, I think it was Discover, where you get 1.5% of your points back. Woo! I mean, I guess that's a big deal. But starting at the beginning, you get 10% of what you spend, your PV, not your dollar amount, but your PV. You get 10% back. And you do that for 6 consecutive months. From month 7 to 12, you earn 15% back of everything that you spend. And after the 13-month on, you earn an amazing 20% of what you spend back. So what I often see that just breaks my heart is someone who doesn't order for 3 months or 2 months and then puts in a $250 order. And then they don't order again, and then they order $300. And I understand that, except that if you were to just do a little bit of thinking and block that out, portion that out, plan that out, you could have earned points back. A $250 order, that's 25 points that you get back, and it spends like cash on product. So Essential Rewards is just an amazing way to let Young Living thank you for being a good customer. And I think that's just wonderful. And that's something I hope that you'll take advantage of this year. Now, these are just some of the things that I wanted to share with you. Oh, and one thing too about this 400 PV, if you haven't read it, at 400 PV, you get the value of your shipping in points added to your little piggy bank of points. So here for tonight, tonight I have my order processing, forgot what day it was, and my shipping as I set it up was like $15.99. I'm getting laundry soap, Ningxia Red, I've got some heavy things, some lotion, shampoo, conditioner, I've got some heavy things in my order this month, but I'm going to get 15.99 points added to my little piggy bank. So I'm earning 20% plus an additional 16 points. And that's money I get to turn around and spend on product whenever I like. Those points, guys, are how I have purchased the Healing Oils of the Bible kit, the Golden Touch kit. You don't have to order kits, but I find that kits are very good values to start with if you do the math on them. And then to purchase them with points, oh my gosh. I've gotten boxes of pouches of Ningxia Red. That's the most expensive way to get Ningxia Red. But when my husband is traveling, I always want to make sure I have pouches. And then it's also a way for me to try things that maybe I wouldn't have tried otherwise because I'm trying them for free in a way. I'm getting points back. And so if you're not on Essential Rewards, I just really couldn't recommend that enough for anyone that I care about. So go to your virtual office, log in. If you're not on Essential Rewards, click on Essential Rewards, and it will prompt you through how to join Essential Rewards. And then just make it one of your budget items. And if you're interested in creating a larger budget for yourself by building a business, then please let me know. I can come and teach a class for you, for your family, and for your friends. Everyone needs to know about these wonderful oils that have changed our lives. And isn't it a wonderful thing to be blessed financially by the company so that you're able to then turn right around and use those blessings to grow your budget, to get healthier for this year. And being well and being healthy, that is the best resolution of all. So blessings to everyone. Contact me or your direct upline if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about today, and we'll be happy to help you. Happy oiling, Happy New Year, God bless.